on some of the millions. Have a look at this.
Do you think somebody's...
What?
had their hands in the till?
No, I don't. Who? There's only me and Alison authorised to issue cheques this size.
Hackers?
What I think, Marion, is I've made a damn big mistake somewhere.
£305,000. Well, it's not going to ruin her, is it?
That, I'm afraid, is not the point. We've got the auditors in next month. We're a charity. Anything irregular, we'll have the commission down on us like a ton of hot horses' doings.
Call the police. Cover your back.
No. Not yet.
It's a good series,
Oh, dear.
that. Yeah, it's all going to go horribly wrong. It's a good series, though, it's totally different for you, really, in a way.
She's a fantastic writer, and when I did the last series last year, it was a dream for me, really, because she's so different, and you don't often get the chance on telly. You know, you get put into a box and you're stuck with it, whether you like it or not. So you have to keep moving the goalposts. But no, and everybody's so good that I think the kids are fantastic, and Sylvia's wonderful.
She looks a real laugh. I bet you have a giggle, because don't you travel together up and down
yes,
from
and of
Leeds
course,
to London?
with all the trains, we were on the train for hours, of course, hours and hours, and every time we get on the train, they'd shut the buffet, of course. This is what I couldn't understand about those strikes. So you understand the railway not working,
right,
but how come they ran out of food all the time? So in the end, we decided every week we'd get a little hamper.
Oh, that sounds very civilised.
Bit of wine and a few sandwiches. Of course, we'd sit there and we didn't care then, and we just let it, roll on.
Oh, I bet I'd like to be enjoying those conversations. I bet they were funny.
Well, we both, Sylvia and I, because obviously we don't look at our most glamorous in Braithwaite's. And when we first arrived on the set, you'd forget that you weren't very glamorous. So you go up to the camera and you go, hello. And they'd think, what is this old woman doing? And we announced that we liked sexual harassment on the job. We only filmed because that way the crew could give us sexual harassment. Because they'd see us coming a mile off. Here they come. And we'd stand next to the camera and go, go on, pinch my bottom, pinch my bottom.
Be naughty ladies.
Yes.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do next? Because you've been really, you've just worked steadily. You're a real workhorse. You've just always been working.
Yes, I think I'd like, I'd like one really big hit. That's down to me. I think everybody, you have to, as I say, you have to keep moving the goalposts and changing things. But what I'd really like is a good, strong story for myself that's more me. So I don't, I'm either playing mums or sad accountants. Something in the middle, would be nice. But who knows? I'm just happy to work, and let's be honest, you're lucky to work these days.
What sort of things are we going to see you in coming up? Because you've got quite a few things.
Well, Lorraine, actually, I get my boobs out soon.
Do you?
Not completely out.
Naughty person.
Yeah. But I did a thing called My Uncle Silas, which is starring Albert Finney, and it was fantastic, and it was almost like Tom Jones.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all corseted, but of course it's all a lot of that.
Yes.
You could eat your breakfast off it, really.
Yeah, they could balance
a lot of
things.
that. And I haven't done that for a long time, and there's a lot of running around the orchard in my petticoats. So I was quite pleased about that.
I think so. But you've done that before, though. We've got a wee picture of you long time ago. Well, it's not that long ago, actually. There's you. That's in one of those mad British things. Now, there is another picture of you, but we couldn't show that because there's a wee bit of boobies were out.
There was.
Not totally out, but they were there.
But when you think back, when I did that film, it was actually a very nice part, and she didn't have to get her boobs out or anything. In fact, it was kind of a pretty Joyce Grenfell. And then when we were filming it, the director suddenly on the day said, well, I think perhaps you better have a bit of a snog in the back of the car with Robin Asquith and flash a bit of boob.
It's essential to the plot.
Well, exactly. Sorry, is this really important? And of course, you were much younger and you didn't have the guts actually to stand up and say, I'm not going to do it. But I remember when I went to took my mum and dad to this film, because when you read a script, you don't always read the bits that you're not in.
Sure.
And Irene Handel, God bless her, was in it.
Oh, gosh,
and she came to the premiere in her hat, sat next to my mum and dad. Of course, she had no idea that there was this kind of naughtiness going on. And she just turned to my father and said, well, I don't remember any of this in the bits I was in. My father said, why have you got me here? Why have you made me watch this? I said, well, just look away,
Yeah.
But everybody did them.
Oh, of course. Daft carry on daftness.
When you look at what goes on now.
Oh, for goodness, tame. Really, really tame.
It was very pathetic.
When I was watching Sex in the City last night, I couldn't believe what they were saying. the words and the naughtiness that was going on.
Well, quite.
It was quite good. Got a lot of tips, actually. I was writing it all down, saying, oh yeah, I'll try that. It's very good, really.
Well, I watched The Vice last night. I'm a
that's
huge
very
fan
good,
of
isn't it?
Ken Stott. I just think
he's brilliant. Would you like to be in something like that?
Yes.
Something a bit darker, maybe?
Absolutely. Well, I'm doing something at the moment called Waking the Dead for the BBC, which is a thriller with Trevor Reeve and Sue Johnston. She plays a profiler.
That's good, yeah.
And actually, that's a lovely part for me. She's a very downtrodden wife who lost her son in a grisly murder 20 years ago. So I'm getting there.
No,
a bit of crying in that, which is always good, I find.
I think you'll just go on and on, you know.
I
really
you,
do. No, I think you will. And it looks, I mean, you look fantastic. You're in your prime.
In my prime.
You
Thank
are,
you. That's
definitely.
what we like to
and
hear.
enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're one of these people that the glass is always half full.
Yes,
very
let's
refreshing.
not talk about glasses and
Let's come back
drinks.
to those train rides with all the wine and Sylvia Sims. That would be good fun. That's the way to travel.
Oh no, well, it's obviously the only way to travel on our railways anymore. Otherwise, you'll go very dry and hungry.
Linda, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Right, quick look at the weather now. Here's Andrea.